Those tiny little changes that we're seeing in the game are actually quite drastic in terms of what you need to do if you want to succeed in Era of Chaos. Let's see the changes. So, the situation is quite severe, because lately, if you check out the shop, there are second and elite hero tokens. Yeah, that's fine. In a month, in your very first month, you get the hero. But there is also Star Sigil that you can buy 5 times a day. And if you weren't as ignorant as I am that it's already like late at night, and I haven't even gotten here to the shop, then you can actually make it with 5 free refreshes to get 500 Star Sigils a day. This means that quite a few other game modes have become obsolete. What are these obsolete things? One of them is that you cannot see the Azure Dragon. We usually get Star Sigil from Azure Dragons when you defeat the Azure Dragon on Mondays and on Thursdays. Unfortunately or fortunately, this went down in value, and in turn, what this also means is that you don't have to do the same thing as what I've been doing myself, that my Azure Dragon is on level 30. Now, if you wanted to focus on one thing, that's gonna be this thing right here, the Inferno power. So I will go all in on Endless Inferno from now on. You'll soon understand why. Because the thing is that adding more unit damage and more unit damage reduction, this is one of the best things that you can wish for in Endless Inferno. And you badly need it. Well, there may be some other things as well, like Arena makes some sense on some level if you're competing, but most of the time you don't compete at all, so leaving it as normal is fine. Duel of Champions, I mean, the opponents are generally weakened and this is not a deciding factor. Making it default is fine. Glory Arena, same thing. And Dragon City, usually everyone is in one guild, so this means that you don't need that either. So it's usually either Azure Dragon or the Endless Inferno. Right now Endless Inferno is not on, but you need to know that there are 2 reasons why you need the Endless Inferno Maximal. One of them is that there is like twice a week there is within server competition, which means that you are awarded some extra soulstones in exchange for placing well, not in Stadvik but in Endless Inferno. It's inaccessible because I happen to record it at night on Wednesday. So this is one thing. But the other thing is that the more you climb, the more of this resource you get. And I have more than 100,000, yeah. Big deal, you may say. Why would you need more? Well, you go to Emblem Chart and then you go to Holy Emblem Store. You see I have 116k right now. But the thing is that another change to the game is that on the right hand side on the bottom, you have 10 cast stones. On the left you have 3 cast stones, 1, 2, 3, and on the right you always have 10, and this costs you 5,000. Almost an orange Holy Emblem worth. Like orange is 7,000, this is 5,000. You may say this is our over expensive use case for Star Souls, but or Star Souls, what is this? Soul stones, whatever these are, these purple things. So it's actually not that expensive because you don't want to spend diamonds on it. Essentially this is like a 200 diamond spend. Essentially this one is 1,400 diamond spend. Yet scarcity wise, these stones are quite scarce. Why am I saying that it's quite scarce? It's because normally this is a screwed up emblem system, but normally you focus on one main emblem that you use, for example this order, and level it up all the way to 50, and above 40, you know, you can use like 40, 50 and so on of these stones. So this is gonna be quite scarce in the long run. Proof that it is quite scarce is that if you look at my Illusory Traces store, I have successfully depleted all the cast stones except for what I got for this season. I'm purchasing it straight away. So I've depleted them all, and yet I will need more for the future Holy Emblem events. So this means that Star Souls went up in value and you'll need to prioritize it more than the Azure Dragon, because Azure Dragon is now just a joke on some level. It doesn't matter if you don't win it because you can get all the resources from other sources. So these are the two nuanced changes. You may not even have noticed these things. And actually there are some other changes as well. Well, I'm still buying the same R and SR as before. No changes in here. In campaign, well, I'm buying the spell scrolls every day. I might even refresh, and I might stop buying the SSR soulstones. Roster is, or Heaven Cast Stone is still worth it because of gem casting. I might do another video on gem casting because it's not as obvious which element you want and where. So what I would suggest is now this one. And if you have excess currency, then you refresh as many times as you see this is 50. Now it's 100, it's not worth for me. Because you will need these spell scrolls more. This is a change. Why? Because we got new heroes, like the free-to-play people, Generation 3.5 heroes. Also the others, you get even more heroes, because you bought some of them, like one of them or two of them or three of them, and you're getting two more. So you might be able to use some of them. Especially Khalid is like breaking illusory traces like crazy. Okay, here you have an option to hoard this. I'm not hoarding this because I want to get Cornucopia to level 8 because of the damage reduction bonus. So I'm not hoarding, but afterwards I think I might start hoarding for future openings. Because I don't want the Ring of Negation, don't want any of these things, I want future openings. Guild Adventure. Now I get any rosters I can. And you can make a case for getting some of these heroes as well if you have a lot of these this currency. And the reason is not that you badly want any of these tokens because all of them are 4-starred anyway. But the reason is, let's suppose that I make one purchase. Okay, I've made one purchase. And then you go to the hero screen. There you go. And you go memory extraction. And you can dismantle, or wait, auto select first. And these are the tokens that I just purchased, and you get 60 of these tokens. And out of these 60 tokens, this may be cheaper than Universal Hero tokens because you cannot use this currency on Universal Hero tokens. And then you go to the memory store and you can buy not only just these heroes, but once you have 4-starred them, and it may take a lot of time because you're not going to use Universal Hero tokens on them, then you will buy tactics manuals for their adjutant skill to get global hero attack, global hero defense on the heroes that have attack and defense bonus actually. But these give you extra bonus as well. So it doesn't hurt, but I would not go all in on this. Okay. Now, guild, we've talked about guild. And actually I'm gonna refresh this time. I don't want to auto commit because then I will have the same problem as like buying the meteorites back in the days for 300 diamond each, and I was like, okay, where did this 1500 diamond go? I've done this once on one of the accounts, so be careful with this. And it's all absolutely fine to just refresh and buy these things. You will need spell scrolls, you will need runestones, although returns are diminishing. Now here I've changed my mind. I used to get meteorites every day, but now on most of my accounts, maybe not here because I still have 554, but I haven't decided on which hero I will pick for this account. It's not that easy, because Khalid would be the obvious choice, but Harak would not be that bad either. And we will see. Also, on this account, I don't have to hurry at all. So for this reason, you see that I have enough to max out one hero, and the second hero is coming. So I'm buying these more expensive tokens too. Previously I used to buy just meteorites and these Universal Hero token triple packs. So I'm also gonna buy this one twice this time. And this is all I'm spending on, nothing else. Plane. So Conflux Plane, what you need is Scarlet Goldor as long as you have units that are not red +4. You can even refresh this. This is a super important addition. I will still buy Rostor and Spell Scrolls because it's quite scarce. You will need a lot of Spell Scrolls anywhere you can get it. But the Scarlet Goldor is super important because if you check the units themselves, here are the units, you see red +4, red +4, red +4, red +3. So these are just +3. But I'm buying these Scarlet Goldor, so I might as well just +4 it as soon as I've collected 400. It takes a lot. And you know what is diminishing with this? The Endless or the Abyss then. It's so difficult, you know. You keep on like playing this and you need to refresh like at least twice or 3 times, or I'm not sure exactly how many times, but you need to do 150 battles a week. And this is where you get Scarlet Goldor when you do these Abyss Trio challenges from this chest. Oh no, not this chest, the middle one. So every single time, and you get I think 3 battles, 4 chests, and 3 you can get Scarlet Goldor 3 times. It's by far not enough in itself. So now you're gonna get this. Oh, this is an outdated team with the outdated hero. Doesn't matter. We have new heroes now. I'm still winning. It just takes a while. Unfortunately, you have these types of battles that just takes time, and you cannot automatize them. You cannot speed them up. This is a problem. Next time I'll do it better. So now with the Scarlet Goldor, you can win it everywhere. I still do the Abyss then, but at the same time, you know, now I can +4 the sister, which implies the talent-wise it just went to the right, so I need to do this. Please do a max button here. So this is a torture, basically, like really a torture. It is not that hard to max it out. Same thing here now. I don't want to sacrifice 100, but I will sooner or later because I won't do this. By the way, why don't I have Polyphemus? Because I haven't decided if I'm gonna get it. Because it's like I have enough tokens for I don't know how many. We will see. I don't know if I'm gonna build it as a 6-star unit for roster value and inlay value, or I'm gonna just use its tokens for Champion Awakening. I haven't decided on that. But anyway, it can stay open when you have a game where you have like no one is ahead of you, no one is behind you, in a sense that I die in 40 seconds, and whatever is like Titan, Drew, and the others, they are really far. So it's a way ahead, way behind situation. I'm not incentivized to do anything. Which leads us to the next topic, which is you don't want to play the whatever people call the meta, whatever this means, for today, but you need to aim for tomorrow. Okay? So you need to find a sweet spot on your server where you're comfortable, and you don't need to overspend just to keep your position. Okay? And then you hoard like crazy. I'll show you my inventory. I just want this. Fine. I'm accumulating this just in case we got a divination event and a Tarot Stellar Wishes at the same time. This one is for Vidomina. This one is for the Hoary Emblem event just in case. These are because I'm lazy. This one is for Vidomina. This one is for Vidomina. I need a 9th one. This is optional for Awakening / Unity improvement because right now I don't need any champions. I have like full 6-star units. This is for Vidomina and for the option of just in case I picked up any items. Then I think I can get like 3 in Vidomina, but if it's 9, then I have more already. So it may happen that they increase the numbers. We never know. But at the same time, if they didn't, I need to pull a couple so that I can get the rest in to 5-star. You know, you need 12 pieces of artifacts. So there is no glory in sacrificing this 8. This one is for Vidomina. They are Legendary Hero Armor or Divine Gear candidates. Same thing here, but this is mainly cornucopia. But anything else, like Apple of Eden or anything else. So 9 pieces, look at this. This is like, you know, I had to use 2 to get Korita, and I'll decide on the other one later. I'm not rushing. I'm not getting competition. This is what I love the most. Is the sweet spot. I can just play the game, manage resources, and don't have to worry about anyone. And I'm fine with the 430 diamonds here. I understand that the Chubb is by far more advanced with the resources that he has right now, with the guilds that he had in the past. And I guess he had an easy start because of the level of investment, initial investment, which I didn't have, neither did I have the competence here. So I play catch up. And how do I play catch up? Like this. But I'm quite certain he's doing the same thing. Unless he wants to compete elsewhere. Look at this, 7 prestigious chests. And 20 F tokens, I'll decide. These ones are because I'm lazy and I haven't learned this thing. I'm just using this as a diamond generator. So I'll show you how. So, and then we're gonna go back. So we're gonna go to, where is it? Album. You see I've pulled one. So you go to memory album, Vestige Hunt, pull 10 times. Quick upgrade, couldn't care less about what's in here. I know it helps somehow, like a 10th digit or wherever. And I'll go back to the event. Screw this, where is this event? Album weekly, 5, 10. There you go, done. 300 diamonds in the bag. This is what I'm using this for. But if I wanted to use this as a diamond generator, I'll need to accumulate a bit more so that I collect the 5 pictures, because there is a stupid mission. So if I hate like one type of missions, is this one. Like this is one of them. Like how on earth am I gonna collect 10 like times 50 points? With my main team, I'm not getting 50 points right now. I usually do 5 battles and that's it. Even with my main team. So if I change it to some weaker team, like good luck, right? Use a paid hero to get diamonds. Memory album possess at least 5 SSR portraits. It takes a lot of time. But I happen to get an orange vestige of any kind, so I'm getting these diamonds. You're getting more diamonds, by the way. Do you know what this means? If you get more diamonds, you devalue the existing diamonds in circulation, so the past, anything that you earn, because now you're earning more. So whatever others are hoarding, it's slightly devalued, okay? So getting back to the inventory, I'm hoarding all these things, and the amount of artifacts I am hoarding is scary. I understand. Now you may ask, okay, fine, but why the hell am I hoarding these legendary Union Tarot card selections? The answer is easy. I'm in a way ahead, way behind situation. I strive for these way ahead, way behind situations in every single server I'm in. In some cases it's easier, in some cases it's extremely hard because other players just cannot understand that competition hurts the server. It's a lose-lose situation. You lose and your companion on the server mates lose. They just cannot understand this. And if this happens, we both lose and we advance lower, both of us. Well, even if the other player settled with, let's say, second place, just how I am settling right now behind Chubb, I'm not even a competition at the moment. I may be competition in 2 years. This is the time frame I have right now, or 1.5 years. Right now, I have no chance. So I'm happy with this position. I'm happy with earning 70 diamonds less a day. And these tarots won't make me that much stronger. However, I haven't chosen the second hero. I haven't chosen the second team. I'm keeping this open. Why am I keeping this open? Simply because I'm aiming for the future. I don't know what the second team is gonna be. If I had to guess, it would be Inferno Fortress right now. But is it gonna stay Inferno Fortress? I would like to wait for the next 5 heroes at least. These ones obvious for the Red Emblem event. And then you go all in. You need 5 or so for Vidomina. So I'm only spending this on events. Nowhere else. This actually... Oh no, this is Soulstones, I don't need it. Orange Emblem, we talked about it. Covenants, because I don't need it right now. This one is because you need to collect a lot of Void Mithril. Because of the reason that you need to upgrade SSR weapons to 6-star, so that you can do the 6-star Soul Awakening on a unit, and then you inlay that SSR unit in another champion. And then you get the maximum bonuses. That's the reason. This one, because new weapons are better than old weapons. So I may wait for the 3rd generation. Or the 4th generation, we will see. Once again, no one is threatening me, so I can just collect the ore. As long as possible, I'm delaying this. Because like spending it on Final Battle Angel or Primal Titan, yeah, it helps somehow. And you know, if I have to spend these resources, I will spend some, I'll decide which one. And maybe in that case I'll go with Titan or Sun Crusader. I would prefer Sun Crusader, by the way. I'm hoarding this 30 for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, the event when I need to get 20 units of a sword. Maybe this is overkill, maybe you don't need this. This is what I need to spend. Doesn't matter which one, I need these stones. Okay, this is for Vidomina. This is for Vidomina, this is for Vidomina. I need a bit more, but I have some prestigious chests that I can convert to any of these. This is actually, I think we can get 9 or just 2. Either way, after Vidomina I'm gonna go all in. And just keep whatever I need to keep. And then that's all. This one, when I need to level up a unit quickly. This one because I'm lazy. So these things. And keep as many keys as gold keys as possible, because you need 10 every Sunday. So this is, I usually just collect them when I have 100 or so. I don't mind, because, you know, roster is roster. And hero tokens, you need 330 per hero. If you want to activate the spell mark as well. This same thing, you need like 30-40,000 or even more per hero because of the adjutant. Same thing with the tactics manual. So you see, a lot of things are being hoarded. This one is because I skipped the last event on this account. So I need more meteorites. And also now I know which meteorites to get. And I think I messed up. So I need to rebuild. And I will use that other meteorite with another team that I've collected. Not a problem, I can move ahead. And this one because I was not doing gem casting on this account. That's the reason. And I was stupid enough to get this offensive talent potion. I will need to check if this was correctly administrated. Where is it? Oh, this one, features. Trial of Angels. Yeah, balance sweep. You need balance sweep, by the way. Okay, let's go back to the changes, because we talked about Duel of Champions, that this is why, because of the new hero arrivals, we need more universal hero tokens, obviously. Conflux Plane, we talked about it. Kingdom Championship, not much change other than this Heavencast stone appeared not too long ago. I might change this to Heavencast stones, but I might just keep treasure hunt permits because of the following reason. This currency is quite scarce, and usually this is more expensive than divination vouchers. So crossword connection wise, I'm just keeping treasure hunt permit, and once in a while it doesn't hurt purchasing this, even if you have like 30,000, because if you do gem casting properly, it cost a fortune. In cross server, I'm doing nothing else but just the orange stuff. Maybe spell scrolls. Yeah, no, spell scrolls are a different currency, so I need to get spell scrolls. Temple scrolls not this time, because I need spell scrolls like badly. Glory Arena, I don't know. This is not good, first of all. These weapons are not that important. This like every day. Commander medal is going down in value, and these obviously I'm purchasing once in a while. So I need enough currency, so now I have 6,000. I won't touch this for a week, because I need to get the rewards as well from Glory Arena. Sign in. So I'm 4-starring heroes, And once I cannot 4-star any more heroes, I will just pick up the diamonds. I'm quite close to 4-starring this hero. It's quite far from this one. Yeah, it's all over the place. I need to get some structure in here. That's why I added this check mark. Then GOTS. So I've managed to collect a bit too much of this. So I need this one. And there is no problem with hoarding this currency just in case they updated it. So I really don't need anything else. Artifact essence is fine. Sacred statue. The problem is that now that I'm maxing it out, so I'm on level 80 for everything. So I'm getting as many Astro Silvers as I can. And for the remainder of the week I get the tactics manual, and that's all I can get. Too bad. Holy City is an interesting one. On this server, for some reason, I don't have a function. I'm just a guild member. No one is administrating Holy City for like 3 weeks out of 4. So actually it doesn't hurt me that much, but I'm getting low, and all I'm purchasing is Astro Silver, by the way. So sooner or later I won't have enough currency. Others will most likely understand that they are running low on this. But until I get a function on this server, like I think vice president, until then I'm not in a position to like set it up. I don't know why Chris is not setting it up. Anyway, hero, this is debatable. So you either go all in on meteorites, which you can, or you get Archibald and Queen Catherine for your collection. The problem is that these two heroes cannot be leveled up with universal hero tokens. These low-level heroes are like not scarce enough, and you obviously get the universal hero tokens whenever you get enough vouchers. So I'm just doing this. Make sure to keep the check marks so that you can click on them, otherwise you won't be able to click. So illusory traces, this is a difficult one, because in early game you need to purchase the butterflies, especially the left butterflies, because you need to max out the first two, the attack defense, or attack HP, the first two, and when you hit the dragons you max out your damage with the first two. But then in normal play, so for the rest of the 2 weeks, you move this back and you max out the damage and damage reduction. And then you will get the first one as well. And sometime in the future you will hit the jackpot. And then you will be able to purchase them all. You will be able to purchase all the cast stones. And the remaining things are these. And here, what I usually do is I refresh for the 10 diamonds as many times as I can for a few days, and then I just purchase it once a day. But make sure to refresh during cumulative spending days, limited time cumulative spending, obviously. So this is a Wednesday. I didn't do this properly because this is the first cumulative spending day. So you can refresh once more. You only refresh during cumulative spending days, because you have 30 and you have 14 days, so you need 16 refreshes in total. So I think you can have like 5 refreshes, and then you're done in 4 days, so within cumulative spending. Okay, here it's debatable. It depends on how many of these you have. This is overpriced for this. These things are nonsense, and meteorites are a possibility. I sometimes purchase meteorites, sometimes I purchase this one. So now I'm good with potions, and for this reason I'm purchasing meteorites. You have a limited number, and then for the rest of the currency you will purchase potions. I'm not sure if they are increasing these purchases. And for domains evident, you purchase the runestones, that's it. Whether you win or lose, that's another question. So these are my updated thoughts. And there is one more thing. Maybe I will do it in a different video. The diamonds. How you spend diamonds, that's a good question. It is limited time cumulative spending week, so I can show this. For this video, let me tell you that obviously up until 6,000 it is mandatory. for 4 more thousand, you can get 10 Astro Silver or 15 Divination Voucher or 20 of these. All of them are good enough deals. Well, Astro Silver is the most useful in terms of power. And then you spend another 10. Here I'm like getting saturation on Red Emblem chests, so maybe I don't need this. I'm getting saturation on Union Tarots. So I might skip these in favor of the artifact chests. So one thing is that this artifact chest got upgraded not too long ago. I'm expecting further upgrades in the future as they roll out more artifacts. Which leads me to the following. I'm prioritizing up to 6,000 spent, and then I'm prioritizing 50,000 spent. Okay? But it is not a bad idea to hoard diamonds to 100,000, 150,000, 200,000. And maybe you may think that I'm out of my mind. And if you think so, just wait for the video when I'm gonna explain this. Okay? So hoarding diamonds. Either way, you're doing yourself a service if you go to 50,000 during your spends. Unless you have a low number of red emblems or the raw number of these, because then you can do 20,000 spend, 30,000 spends. We'll talk about diamond hoarding in the next video.